Acabo de pasar recién, salgo de la oficina y pasé por la parte donde antes no había pasado. O sea, iba a la parte de las dos puertas, pero nada que ver, pasé por todos lados. No nada que ver. Estaba cambiando cualquier cosa. Esta parte, esta acá. Esta es la parte que pasé.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, voy por la puerta roja.
Anteriormente
decidí por la puerta azul y te mareas todo el tiempo. Por eso.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Bien. Luego lo vamos por acá, ya está. Peso de batejo, loco. No empezó de vuelta.
What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Happy. ¿Dónde estoy? ¿Qué? Es como una... ¿Cómo se dice? Ese lugar me hizo acordar los dados. Mi jueguito del dominó. Uy. Qué loco, boludo. Cerré el LCD acá. Al LCD. Cachis, le dieron a todo, ¿no? Marihuana también, todo. Ahí la marihuana, mira, ahí viene explotando la marihuana. No se ve la marihuana, se ve, viene viene distorsionado, porque tiene flash.
No, wait, where are you going?
¿Qué tiene que hacer acá?
Oh no, stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Encontrar yo todo lo que dice, no.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Se me está tirando.
We can't be too safe. Promise
Se
me you
reflashean,
won't go
¿verdad?
back
Se
there.
reflashean.
Just stay here.
No.
No! What did we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You are going to stay here, aren't you? You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
Una parte no me mola esta que no entiendo. No todo es color de rosas. Es bien todo rosa.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God. You lived. Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God.
No.
Is this really how much you dislike my game?
Sí,
Did you throw
bastante.
yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't
No sé
know.
cómo disfruto.
I
Bastante.
just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Sí.
Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to
O sea,
restart.
cayó así recto y justo a veces la cámara así me escribí. Directo, no. Cayó para hoy. Ahí quedó.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if
Aquí
it
otra
did,
vuelta.
it stopped
No
shortly
sé aquí.
after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see Mother.
El clima.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No voy a volver a hacer más, no. No, ni en pedo. No. Déjame seguir
Stanley
jugando.
was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ella, ¿quién es ella?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your
Pero,
life.
¿quién es ella?
She's been waiting.
Ah, te estoy dando razón, que conteste.
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No. ¿Qué hago? No, ¿qué hago? ¿Se puede desconectar?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him. filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually
Fui la
chose
cabeza, así que
it
simple.
correctly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Yes.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Practice. No hay que llamarlo practica. Practica.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to. I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see. Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry